Imagine yourself in a village surrounded by tree, greenery, animals. How would you feel? You would feel good, right? Surrounded by nature, you would feel alive. Well, this is how I would feel. Good evening, fellow Toastmaster and dear guests.
Good evening.
Today, I would like all of you to picture yourself as farmer, or as a daughter of a farmer, or as a son of a farmer. Because tonight, I am going to defend farmers. I grew up in a small village surrounded by tree, animal, farms. And I saw my grandparents fighting against big multinational with their small little retail store in the village. And I'm seeing my dad every single day fighting for small little farmers, cheese manufacturers across Europe. Let me tell you a little story. In the year 2002, my dad came back home and he talked to my mom about a new project in his company. So my dad owns a company which is a wholesale of cheese. They buy French cheese and they resell it across the world. So he had an idea that he wanted to create a brand which defends small farmers. He wanted to go and meet small cheese manufacturers across France who are very small, farms, maybe 10 goats, 15 goats, promote their cheese, brand their cheese with Xavier David brand, that would be the name, and then resell it to across the world, but it only high-end store, 5-star hotels, small restaurant. And he was going further with that idea. He wanted to give a percentage of the turnover to a charity organization. So a couple of years passed and this project was coming alive, and after the first year the company was able to generate 1.2 million euro that they gave to an NGO. The NGO was a German NGO, and with this 1.2 million euro this NGO helped 2 villages, one in Bolivia and one in Tajikistan. In Bolivia they were able to give material to villages to manufacture cheese, and in Tajikistan they were able to give material to villages to manufacture honey. My dad went to those 2 places to see what the NGO has done with the money. And he met with the people there. They were so thankful to him. They were so thankful because he was able to make them stay in the village. He was able to bring hope in the small place where the only destiny of these people were to go in the big cities and work for 18 hours in a factory. So I remember seeing this picture and feeling so proud of what he has done for the small village. With this brand, Xavier David, my dad was able to help small farmers in France and small farmers in developing countries. Every single day, farmers, and especially small farmers, are threatened. They are threatened by big companies who do not want to pay the price, who want a price rather than a quality of product. And this is the problem in our society. Let me explain you what happened in France in the summer 2017. In the summer 2017, there was no butter available in French supermarket. Why? Because big multinational, they didn't want to pay the price for 1 liter of milk to the farmer. It was costing a farmer 2 rupees, let me say it like this, to produce 1 liter of milk. But the big multinational was saying, I will only give you farmer 1 rupee for 1 liter of milk. The small farmer had no option than supply to these big companies because they didn't have much more orders. So it was continuing like that for a few years until the time that they all came together. They created an organization and they decided to stop supplying to the big companies until the big company would give them the real price. And result to that, there was no butter available in France in the supermarket. The only place where you were able to find butter was in the small store, because small artisans were manufacturing butter, but at a real price. So yes, you had to pay more, but you know that the small artisan who is manufacturing the butter is not messing up with the farmers. This is what happened today. We are all fascinated by big companies. We all think that, whoa, big companies, they are the heroes. we might go on their website and see their CSR plan and say, wow, they're helping the world, they're helping protecting blah blah blah. But what about their supplier? Are they helping their supplier? The farmers who are committing suicide because they are not able to survive, because they are not able to give food to their own families. This is what we miss. We only see the big picture of big companies with CEO earnings tons of money. So tonight I would like to challenge you, please protect the farmers, the small farmers. How can you do that? You can start to buy local product, organic products. Buy product without pesticides, because it doesn't matter if a carrot is that big or that big. What matters is if the carrot is good. And yes, this is my advice to you. And finally, my last advice would be, please do not eat any food that your grandmother or that your great-grandmother would not recognize as food.
Thank you.